Today, as I stand before you, facing you as a humble servant, a servant of service, a servant of delivering compassion, a servant who worked very hard along with the members of my Tarayana family, who brought about transformative change to the lives of so many for so long. Now, I would like to go to the beginning, the very beginning. I have to tell all of you that it would have not materialized, Tarayana Foundation would have not materialized had it not been for His Majesty Changlimithang Wangchuck. Everything good in my life has emanated from the wisdom of His Majesty Changlimithang Wangchuck. His Majesty encouraged me to look into the welfare of our rural people. And as he did, it was my duty then to embark on journeys into rural Bhutan, where I saw the need, felt the need, and wanted to do something to address that need formally. And that's when Tarayana was born. I have to tell you, in these 20 years, I have gone back and I've seen the changes that were made into the lives of our rural population in the very far-flung areas of Bhutan. I'm gratified, I'm grateful to our field officers with their sweat and toil, having lived and worked with these communities. So many good changes have taken place in the lives of our rural population who needed the intervention of the Tarayana Foundation the most then. Now needs change, Bhutan evolves, and Tarayana's service will also keep up with the times, and we will evolve to address the needs as and when they surface, and which are really important during that time. Now, I also want to share with you a story about, let's say, the catalyst of the beginning. I was in my late 40s. I was an old lady by then, 20 years ago, and I walked into Lotukuchu in Samtsi, and they were named Lotukuchu A, Lotukuchu B, and Lotukuchu C. Now, as I walked into the villages, I found that the whole large cluster of houses were bamboo huts. And I just felt that I had to do something. I really need to do something. So I gathered all the people of the village. We had a good lunch together. They sang and danced. I was happy, but at the same time, I really felt, what can I do now to uplift their lives? What can I do to make a change? So then I did something which is unprecedented. So what I did was, I told them, your villages are now going to have a new name. I'm going to gift you a new name, which was, and Lotukuchu A, Lotukuchu B, and Lotukuchu C were going to be renamed Lotukuchu Jigme, Lotukuchu Singi, and Lotukuchu Wangchuck. And I made a solemn pledge that once you bear the sacred name of your king, it is my duty and I pledge to uplift your lives for the better. And so it was. Now when I went back again, transformation has taken place. I've been on many visits to see the service of the Tarayana Foundation, and I have to tell you, I feel good. I feel good that I fulfilled His Majesty's wishes. 2003 was a very, very significant year in the history of Bhutan, and for me personally. Now, I have another message before I conclude, and this message is about compassion. I think compassion is so very important, and the compassion is delivered by our young members of our Tarayana family, members of the Tarayana clubs, whether they are in schools or in colleges. And now what they do is something so touching, is so endearing. For instance, the Tarayana club members contributed into the labor force while building the Hon'ble Patan zone. And that, I think, it's really quite something to be proud of. And the ones living, the club members living in the rural areas, they help with paddy cultivation. They help with gathering firewood for old couples, listening to their stories, and so on and so forth. And the ones closer to Thimphu and within Thimphu, they have a different set of how they make compassion go, let's say, compassion multiplied. And what they do is help their fellow students who need their help with tuition fees, and also collecting funds to give them a better life via a higher education. So these are just a few of the examples. Now, Tarayana, the foundation of Tarayana was built on and by volunteerism. I truly and deeply appreciate everybody, past and present, who have contributed into the growth of Tarayana and our service. I salute you. I thank you. And another thing, a little monk told me this about compassion. And I think that it will serve all of us as a good reminder on how to concentrate on compassion. Now, this little monk said, and I quote, "Every morning when you get up, think about the acts of compassion that you're going to do today. And every night, before you go to bed, reflect on the acts of compassion that you have done that day." I thank you, the little monk. And now I would like to say that Tarayana Foundation, we pledge, all members of the Tarayana Foundation, we pledge to serve, to redouble our efforts, to serve our communities better and in a very organized, intelligent, and compassionate way. So, my dear friends, all of you, very dear friends of Tarayana, I thank you. Thank you so very much. Tashdile.